discuss about operators. Okay, so let us see what is an operator. We are learning operators from school days onwards. An operator is a symbol, which performs an operation. What is that? It performs an operation. Maybe you ask me a question. What is a symbol? I think you know very well. Like plus, minus. I think all these symbols like greater than, less than, etc. So many symbols are there, and these symbols are nothing but we call them as operators. I hope this is clear to all of you. So I hope you got clarity on this. This is nothing but about what is an symbol. Now next thing is we have these kind of operators in Java. We have the following operators. Like arithmetic operators. Number 2, arithmetic means it's like this. These are used to perform arithmetic operations. What do you mean by that? Arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all these are arithmetic operators. Something like plus. And this is called addition, minus, subtraction, into, minus, subtraction, into, multiplication, percentile, remainder, slash, quotient. I hope this is clear to all of you, my dear friends. This is idea about arithmetic operators. And here you should remember about these two. This is very important. Percentile gives remainder, slash gives quotient. For example, I hope you had gone through the previous videos. I hope you know how to declare data types, all that. Let me just show you how these two operators work. How these two operators will work. So let us see this. Take two numbers, int a equal to 10, comma b equal to 5, comma c. Suppose if I say c equal to a percentile b, then here you get the output as 0. What is the output you get here, my dear friends? 0. Why 0? Because if you divide 5 by 10, 5 with 10 by 5, then the remainder is 0. I hope this is clear. Suppose in the same thing, you say c equal to a slash b, then the answer is 2. Because you are trying to divide 10 with 5. So quotient here is 2. Maybe I'll just show you in a simple way the division form. Suppose this is what? 5 2's, it comes 10. And if you see this division, you get remainder 0. And your quotient is what is that? 2. So if you apply percentile here, you get this remainder 0. If you apply slash, you get this quotient. I hope this is clear to all of you. So this is simple idea about difference between percentile and slash. I hope this is clear to all of you, my dear friends. That's it. That is idea about which operators? Arithmetic operators. Next one. Number 2. Relational. What do you mean by relational operators? These are used to compare values. Why do we use them? These are used to compare values. Observe carefully. In programming, you can compare only 2 values at a time. How many values, sir? 2 values, compare values, 2 values at a time. Like in mathematics, suppose I have 3 values like int a equal to 10, comma b equal to 5, comma c. I want to check greatest of 3 numbers. Means I want to check whether a is bigger than b and c. I want to check whether a is bigger than b and c. Then how do I write the condition, I cannot write something like this: A greater than B greater than C, like how we apply in mathematics. This is not a valid way of declaring condition. This is chaining of operators, and chaining of operators is not allowed in programming. Do you understand this? If you do this, you get compilation error. What error? Maybe you can ask me, then how should I write condition? You should write condition, you should compare two values at a time. How should we compare two values at a time? How? Something like this: A greater than B, A greater than C. You should compare A with B and you should compare A with C. Means you need two conditions to compare A with B and C. And now you should combine these two conditions by using operators called as logical operators. What operators? That is, next I am going to teach you. I am going to teach about logical operators in the next few minutes. Okay, but just remember, okay, nothing to worry. You remember how to combine conditions in the next topic, that is logical operators. I hope you got clarity on this now. Is it clear to all of you, my dear friends? This is idea about what is that? About relational operators. Compare values, and we can compare two values at a time. And second thing is chaining of operators is not possible. It is possible to compare two values at a time. And then one more thing, when you apply relational operator, maybe greater than, less than, anything, when you apply relational, maybe you ask me, sir, you didn't tell us what relational operators are there. Let me explain all the relational operators: greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal, equal, not equal. These are all the relational operators in Java. And the purpose of these operators are used to compare two values. But always comparison happens two values at a time. Now if you come here, you take any relational operation, always what happens is any relational operation will return a Boolean value. What value? Means when you apply any relational operation, it may return either true or false. I hope this is clear to all of you. What happens? It returns either true or false. So means here, when you say A greater than B, it might return true or it might return false. Any one value, not both at a time. It can be true or it can be false. I hope this is clear now. Depends on the inputs you provide. If condition is satisfied, it returns true. If condition is not satisfied, it returns false. But the point is, any relational operation results in a Boolean output. What output? Boolean output. Are you following this, guys? Do you understand this now? This is the idea about what is that? Relational operators. Next one. Okay. Next one, logical operators. What is that? Logical operators. So why do we need logical operators? Actually, no. Logical operators are used to combine two or more conditions. Why do we use them? They are used to combine two or more conditions. That's why we use logical operators. Also, it provides negation. What is that? Also, it provides a negation. So maybe you can ask me, sir, how do we combine conditions, or how do we provide negation? That we will discuss here. So here, but the point is, logical operators are used to combine two or more values, conditions, statements. Combine two or more statements, or you can say conditions. What is that? Conditions. Are you following this? Is it clear? Any confusion so far? So you don't have any such thing. So why do we need logical operators? Just to combine two or more conditions. Okay, now we have these logical operators. Logical and, what is that? Logical and double ampersand. Logical or double pipe. I'm sorry. This is number 3, logical not. Why do we use this? Negation. Not is for negation. This is not exclamatory. These are logical operators. Understood now? Now let's talk about and. Maybe if you have learned mathematics in school days, it is something like your truth tables. Okay, so let me just quickly explain logical and. So when should we apply this? Suppose I have two conditions, A equal to A greater than B, A greater than C. So here, if both the conditions must be true, or if every condition within given expression must be true, every condition, if all conditions must be true, then you should apply logical and. So I hope this is clear. When should we apply logical and? If every condition within the given expression must be true. Apply which operator? Logical and. Which one we should apply? And. Means here I should apply and operator. And the syntax of this must be like this. So what is this? If every condition must be true within a given expression, within a given expression, then we should apply what is that, my dear friends? Logical and. Are you clear with this? The syntax will be like this, but make sure you apply this when you think that every condition must be true within the given expression. Got it now? The syntax is like this: condition 1 ampersand, double ampersand, condition 2 double ampersand, dot dot dot. It keeps going. You can declare or you can combine as many conditions like this. I hope this is clear for all of you. This is idea about what is that logical and. Example. Here if you see, I'm trying to combine two conditions with and, because here I'm checking whether A is bigger than B and C. Means here the first condition must be true, that is A must be greater than B, and the second condition also must be true, A must be greater than C. Then only I can say that A is bigger than B and C. I hope this is clear now. So that's why both the conditions must be true. So I had applied logical and operator in between these two conditions. Do you understand this? Clear now? Next one. Logical or. Here, any one condition can be true. If any one condition is true, then the whole expression is true. Maybe you can ask me a question, what is expression? This is an expression. Even this is expression, or the conditions combined together can also be called expression. In fact, it is collection of operators and operands. What is an expression? Collection of operands and operators. Here this is treated as one operand, this is treated as a one operand. Again, this is expression. Collection of variables and operators is nothing but expression otherwise. Collection of expressions and operators is also expression. Got clarity or not? No? So, logical or, when should we apply? Here, if any one condition is true, the whole expression is true. It doesn't mean that here only one condition must be true. Even the other conditions can be true. If all the conditions will fail, but only one condition is true, still it is sufficient here. Understood now? It's like getting a choice. Suppose you have 4 subjects, somebody told you just pass in only one subject. It doesn't mean that you should fail in remaining 3. What do you mean by that? You need to, if you want, you can pass in remaining 3 also. But if you just pass in one subject, it is sufficient. Then your job is done. But it's not like you should fail in the remaining 3. Even those can be, what is that? You can pass in remaining 3 subjects too. Understood now? So that's logical. So if any one condition is true, then what is that? One condition is true, then are you following, guys? Then the whole expression is true. Then the whole, which one? Expression is the syntax. It's something like this. Same thing, but only condition 1 or condition 2 or put some dot dot dot. That's all. Example, A greater than B or A greater than C, something like this. Means you can apply R like this. Here I'm just taking a simple example how to apply, but there is no specific meaning for this when I'm taking. Just to show you, we can combine conditions R like this. Got it now? So that's the basic point. This is the idea about what is that logical OR. I hope you got the difference between and OR. In case of and, every condition must be true. In case of OR, every condition may or may not be true, but one condition must be true to make sure the overall condition is true. The whole expression is true. I hope this is clear. Next one, logical NOT. You know, this is used for negation. Why do you use this? It is used for negation. Means when you have something like, you know, true, it returns false. When I say true, if I apply negation, not true, something, you apply something like this, it returns what is that? False. Similarly, I have false. Suppose I say something like this, not false, then I get what is that? True. I hope this is clear. Means it gives negation. What it gives to us? Negation. For example, the syntax looks like this actually. I had given a simple example. The syntax is not of what is that expression. Maybe you can use brackets or may not, depends on the requirement. Maybe or may not. Brackets are necessary, depends on the kind of expression. But always you don't need the parentheses here, this brackets. Okay. So that's all, friends. Maybe you can say the same thing what I had discussed here like this. Not of true. What is that? You can rewrite like this. Is false. Not of false is true. This is the idea about what is that negation. I hope this is clear for all of you, my dear friends. Got clarity on logical operators. So this is basic idea about the first basic operators, the 3 basic operators. In the next video, I am going to discuss about unary operator.